On October 3, 2022, Chicago White Sox manager Tony La Russa announced his retirement from baseball. He started his MLB managerial career with the Chicago White Sox in 1979. His team made the playoffs in 1983. He was named American League Manager of the Year. La Russa was fired in the middle of the 1986 season. White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf later regretted allowing La Russa to be fired. Shortly after, he was hired to manage the Oakland Athletics. His team made the playoffs 4 times. Oakland won 3 American League championships from 1988 to 1990 and the 1989 World Series. La Russa was named American League Manager of the Year for the 2nd time. His last postseason appearance was in 1992. He was named American League Manager of the Year for the 3rd time. After the 1995 season, he left the Oakland Athletics to join the St. Louis Cardinals. His 3rd team made the playoffs 9 times and won 2 World Series, the first in 2006 and the second in 2011. He was named National League Manager of the Year in 2002. After winning his 2nd World Series with the Cardinals, he announced his retirement. He was 67. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2014. In 2020, the Chicago White Sox finished 3rd in the American League Central Division with a 35 wins and 25 losses record. They were eliminated in the wild card series against the Oakland Athletics. The front office fired their manager, Rick Renteria, and looked for a new one. Thanks to Jerry Reinsdorf's interference, Tony La Russa came out of retirement. The decision to rehire La Russa was criticized at the time. The baseball game has changed in 10 years. Unfortunately for the White Sox, La Russa never fully adapted to it. Here are the examples. On May 5, 2021, the Chicago White Sox were visiting the Cincinnati Reds. A new rule has been added in 2020, the addition of a ghost runner in second base during extra innings. The runner have to be the last hitter of the previous inning. The exception is the pitcher. If the pitcher made the final out in the previous inning, the manager is allowed to use the player who came before the pitcher in the lineup. In the top of the 10th inning, La Russa used pitcher Liam Hendriks instead of first baseman Jose Abreu. The White Sox did not score and the Reds won 1-0. La Russa later admitted not knowing the exception in the ghost runner rule. On May 17, 2021, the Chicago White Sox were visiting the Minnesota Twins. Designated hitter Yermin Mercedes hit a solo home run on a 3-balls-and-no-strike count. Before the hit, Chicago led by 11 runs. The White Sox later won by the score of 16-4. After the game, La Russa criticized Mercedes' home run and apologized to the Twins. You should know that no lead is guaranteed in baseball. You should also know that the unwritten rules of baseball have hurt the game. The next day, in the top of the 7th inning, Twins relief pitcher Tyler Duffy almost hit Mercedes. After the umpire consulted his crew, he ejected Duffy. Twins manager Rocco Baldelli came to Duffy's defense and got ejected too. After the game, La Russa, having previously warned about Mercedes' home run, is okay with what Duffy have almost done to Mercedes. The latter hit for 150 for the remainder of the season. On June 3, 2021, the Detroit Tigers were visiting the Chicago White Sox. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Detroit Tigers relief pitcher faced 4 batters and struck out 3 of them. The home plate umpire botched all of the strikeout calls. In the top of the 9th inning, starting pitcher Lucas Giolito was ejected of arguing strikes from the dugout. La Russa came to see the umpire and threw Giolito under the bus. Despite all this, the Chicago White Sox finished 1st in the American League Central Division. They lost the American League Division Series to the Houston Astros in 4 games. The expectations for 2022 were high. Unfortunately, this season ended up being a nightmare. On June 9, 2022, the Los Angeles Dodgers were visiting the Chicago White Sox. In the top of the sixth inning, White Sox relief pitcher Bennett Sousa faced Dodgers shortstop Tree Turner. The count was no balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The first base was occupied by first baseman Freddie Freeman. Sousa threw a wild pitch, leading Freeman to reach second base. Following this, La Russa intentionally walked Turner. Mr. La Russa? What kind of strategy is that? The next hitter, second baseman Max Muncy, hit a 3-run home run. The Dodgers later won by the score of 11-9. After the game, La Russa defended his decision to walk Turner. Baseball fans wanted La Russa fired. Sports media wanted La Russa out. It was even reported that La Russa lost the clubhouse. The front office was obviously forced to keep the manager on the team. La Russa left his post on August 30 due to heart problems. He was replaced by bench coach Miguel Cairo. As the White Sox were eliminated from playoffs contention, La Russa later stepped down as manager. He admitted his failure. The White Sox finished in second place of the American League's Central Division with a 81-81 record. Tony La Russa is now 78 years old.